Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. We're going to show you a scumbag organization right here. They're called TYT, the Young Turks. 5.5 million people subscribe to these. They're the Alex Jones of the left-wing radical nutbags. Yank Zurich, Yank scumbag is to your left, a douchebag that works for them in the middle, and his wife on the right, an Armenian, that they find offensive statues of the United States, the American flag, and all white people to be racist. And they have a problem with Confederate flags and hate speech and shit like that, where they like to censor people that don't believe what they believe. Like, they believe that you should have to use certain pronouns. They believe statues and monuments should be taken down. And they believe that only the things that they think should be up should be up. But their name, the Young Turks, is a disgrace. That guy to your left, Hank, with his big nose and his fat lips and his bitchy ass cunt wife to the right, and some big douchebag in the middle that promotes anti-white, anti-American, all of these, this whole network, anti-American and anti-freedom thoughts to their brain dead, intellectual numbskull followers. And the Young Turks is a very offensive name, and they should be deplatformed because the Young Turks and the Armenian Genocide. The Young Turks were the perpetrators of the Armenian Genocide. The Young Turks movement emerged in reaction to the absolute rule of Sultan Adol Hamid II in 1876 to 1907, with the 1878 suspension of the Ottoman Constitution. Notice how they love to sidestep covert and overt constitutions, because that leads the way and frees them for genocide. Reform-minded Ottomans resorted to organization overseas or underground. The backbone of the movement was formed by young military officers who were especially disturbed by continuing decline of their shit, right? The Young Turks succeeded in overturning the rule of autocratic sultan when the Ottoman Armenes in European Turkey openly supported the movement. In July 1908, unshod in a brief period of legalized political activity by a panoply of reformist Turks parties as well as Armenian politics and revolutionary organizations, the Young Turks earned further public support. With their propaganda intervention were required to suppress the April 1909 counter-revolution staged by the palace. Blah, blah, blah. The Young Turks murdered the Armenians. It was a disgusting part of history. They were a disgusting organization that, in a long line of communist Turks nationalism, which was phobic and exclusionary in its thinking, but they were the majority now. You know, they were majority ruled, threatened to undo fabric of multi-ethnic and multi-religion society, taking advantage of the political confusion, blah, blah, blah. They murdered all the Armenians. Millions of hundreds of thousands, millions. Young Turks, the Armenians. How many did they kill? Look at this. Yeah, Wikipedia. Killed millions of people in their genocide of the Armenian people, and these guys have the audacity to go out there and use the same exact name and shame and spite of these people that were murdered, brutally murdered, right? It was a disgusting act, and these people, the Young Turks, use the same name while they systematically try to censor conservatives, they try to censor United States history, and they try to push communism, just as the Young Turks in real life 100 years ago murdered a bunch of people to push their agenda. They use the same name while at the same time trying to deplatform people, trying to censor statues in United States history because they find it offensive, but at the same time, their name of their channel, the Young Turks, is pushing the name of a group that murdered and genocide a whole group of people. This is a disgusting act. These are disgusting people. My audience needs to share this and get these scumbags, these atrocities of a people, the bagging and deplatforming that they need, because this name is highly offensive, and it's a joke that they can come on here and push anti-white, anti-American propaganda, Marxist propaganda, while they systematically push to get statues in U.S. history and monuments taken down because they say, quote, they're offensive, while they're using this name of a group that murdered and genocide the Armenian people. It's a joke. This group is a joke right here. We need to get these people off. It's all anti-American Marxist rhetoric, anti-white. They're racist against white people. They were sitting there saying, Trump was saying, where's all these FEMA camps at when Trump got into office? Where's all these kids in all these internment camps that Trump made for kids? Where are they at? Cuomo. All these people they like, they're all anti-white. Everything you see about people that are bad will be white. Anything you see that's positive will be a minority or for Marxism and anti-white people. They are a joke organization and they should be deplatformed, and it's a joke that they're allowed to sit here and try to censor other people while they use the name the Young Turks that murdered and genocide people. Look at this. These people were brutally murdered. They probably won't even show the pictures on here. But the Young Turks murdered the Armenians. They probably won't even let you see this shit anymore. You used to be able to go on here and see them. Now they got it all censored. Look at that, lining them up and shooting them. Death, destruction, the shithole that they forced them to live in the poverty. They won't even show you the murder pictures anymore. They've censored it all out of here. They've censored it all out. You can't even find pictures anymore. Look at that. There's one. Look at all them bones. And they use the same names, the Young Turks. There's the Young Turks, the name of these fucking scumbags, Shank and Urich. Look at this. This is what this guy loves. Look at all these bones. He used his name after these people that murdered these people that you see with the bones. And he look at it, walking them to their death. Death and destruction by the Young Turks. Look at this disgusting act by these people. And these pictures that you're seeing of death and destruction, these guys right here think it's morally acceptable to use that name for their channel. These scumbags. The guy on the left, the creator, and his whore wife, cuntbag, anti-white, anti-American show. And she's supposedly Armenian on the right, and they use the same name right here, the Young Turks, these group of anti-racist people use the same name as what I just showed you, the bones and destruction, and they think this is fine while they try to censor and ban American history and freedom. They are a communist organization, and they're a scumbag. All these people that work for here are a disgrace to freedom. They're a disgrace to this country, and they should be exiled out of this country and deplatformed for using this name for the pictures I just showed you. This is true scumbag right here. Spread this far and wide. The TYT are a left-wing, radical, racist, genocidal supporting group based on their name, and they have no problem defending their right to use that name. Well, they don't have a right to use that name. It's pathetic. They are a racist organization, an anti-American and anti-white, anti-Armenian, racist organization that only promotes Marxism and communism, rhetoric and propaganda. Spread the word. Let's get them off and deplatform. Peace and love.